Hello, everyone. We have a slightly unorthodox, I hope you can still hear me, reading today because this is my this is my new kitten. Her name is Hestia. I'm in the bathroom for many reasons. The first reason is, and we will get to the Pika. It's going to be Pika bracelet reading today, but I just got Hestia. It's day 3. This is my other cat, Hermes, and they are doing meet and greet. Hestia, she got spayed only 5 days before I got her from the shelter, and so I need to keep her in this space. Well, you should keep a kitten sequestered in one room anyway for like the first week, but I need to monitor her all the time so that she's not jumping on things and, disrupting her surgery site. So that's why we're in the bathroom today. But good news that he is like chilling. He's like, I don't know if I like you, but I don't not like you. So that's amazing. So sorry about this background. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a pick a bracelet reading. This is not, if this is your first reading with me, this is not the normal setup. And we will be back to normal. Hold on. We will be back to normal as soon as this little girl has been post-op for 10 days, which thank the Lord is only 3 days from now. So without further ado, let me talk to you about what bracelets we got. Okay, I figured this would be a little easier than showing them to you in my horrible bathroom light. So group 1 is going to be the kunzite bracelet and a little bit of double terminated quartz on there too. Group 2 is going to be the angelite bracelet, also some double terminated quartz on there. And then group 3 is going to be the chakra shanti bracelet. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time. Make your decision, and I will see you in your reading. The timestamps will be below. Hello, group number 1. Yes, I did put the microphone in my bra. No, I don't have one of those microphones that clips. I don't normally have to be sitting on the bathroom floor swaddling a kitten. So welcome to your reading, group 1. If you picked the kunzite bracelet, this is your reading. So the very first feeling I got, and I'm holding it in my hand under here, but if I go like this, she'll try to get it. So the very first feeling I was getting was that this group is ready for love. And it could be romantic love, it could be animal love, it could be self-love, deeper self-love. I feel that love is coming to you because you've said yes. I really want to make that distinction because sometimes, I'll get the feeling of like, oh, love's coming for you. But it's like, okay, but are you going to receive it or not? Sometimes when people come to me for a reading, it's kind of like you got to be able to receive. So you need to work on that while it comes to you. But with this group, I feel like it's coming to you because you opened your heart and said, I want this. So for you, it almost feels, for a lot of you, for some of you, I do feel like, okay, it's coming for you, but you need to open yourself up. But for the majority of you, I do feel it's more of you called this in. So I want to say that because, and this might not resonate with everybody, but I do feel called to say that sometimes when love, like in the external, right, comes, obviously you already have the love internally, which is why it's like arriving externally. But when we like get the partner or the child or the career goal, like I consider that to be like love energy too, like higher amount of money, like whatever it is. Although I do feel like for most people it's partner, child / animal / like soul family friend group, like, or like a new best friend, something like that. It does feel actually singular. So best friend, soulmate, romantic relationship, animal, something like that. Cat hair in my eye. So I want to say that because sometimes when we finally get that, like even with her, immediately you feel the depth of your love, and then immediately you feel a fear like, what if it goes away? What if I lose it? This is too good to be true. I want to go a little deeper because I do feel a lot of you feeling, when this comes to you in the 3D, I do feel a lot of you being like, I can't trust this. Like, this is too good to be true. You know what? Your spirit guides are telling me to wear the bracelet right now. No, honey, you stay there. You stay right there. Yeah, I feel the receiving of it. I feel the potential fear of receiving it. And I just feel called to tell you, okay, so let me go deeper now because there's multiple messages. If this is like not resonating with you whatsoever, this might not be your bracelet group. If this is resonating with you, I have a few messages for each like type of scenario. So scenario 1, if you're afraid to lose love or afraid to lose what you found because you think it's too good to be true, there's a deeper, which you're maybe obvious, but a deeper deservedness. You don't feel you deserve it. You see it as a gift, not something you've earned through hard work. And I need you to start seeing it as something you earned through hard work. Because if you think about it like a gift, like God is bestowing this upon you, then you will feel the loss, or you fear the loss. But if you see it as, well, I worked really hard to like open my heart, which I can tell you've worked really hard, because anyone who fears love and has to work hard at like opening their heart more, it just means you went through a lot of crap. Because it's natural for us to love. Like that every child comes out the womb like completely open, no boundaries, no borders to their heart, complete, absolute shining love. So only when people have proven to you that you can't give your love to everyone, that's when it starts to close. So you've worked really hard, and I do feel like you're completing a karmic cycle when it comes to opening your heart to receive. So I want to give you that like thumbs up. It feels like a deep, like full circle moment. So that's the first message, is see it as something you've earned through hard work, not a gift from some external wherever. That'll be a lot easier to receive it. And also, I want to say, I know this maybe isn't like the most fun thing to hear, but in the event that person or you do break up someday, or like that person is your friend for a season, like whatever it is, there's a message for you of just remember that love and control don't actually exist together. To be with someone and need it to be till death do us part is control. That's not actual love at all. That is conditional love. That's saying, I only want to love you if you promise to never leave me. That's not love. Unconditional love between two sovereign people, two creator energies, two people who are fulfilled. They both have love emanating out. So the image what I'm getting for you, especially if you've been in, so here's kind of wrapped up into like message number 2 here for another group. I feel that some of you have been in like toxic relationship after toxic karmic relationship, or like heavy loss, like a lot of friends lost, just like a lot of like heartbreak, loss, just I feel a lot got like kind of filtered out in your life. If this so again, we're talking about different groups of people watching this right now. So if that's true for you, I'm getting this, you need to shift into love is love. Love does not have a condition attached to it. And it's possible to receive the love coming in, and it could be a season. It could be a lifetime. That's amazing. It could be a season as well. And so I just feel this message for you of like, just be ready for that, and not be ready for it, like, oh, brace yourself, but see if you can deepen your understanding of love and actually embody a deeper love energy when you truly feel source running through you. There's never a thought of like, oh, but it could leave me, right? Because it's not in the 3D, so we don't think of it in that way. I need you to think of all the connections coming to you now, whatever type, as every moment you're just like, wow, this is amazing. Cherish the moment. Slow time down. Micro versus macro. So macro is like obsessing over like, is this going to end soon? Micro is like, this moment is amazing. I love getting to know this person. Wow, we had a great date. Wow, we had a great hangout. Wow, we had a great cuddling, if it's an animal, session. Instead of, wow, this is amazing, but what if it ends? That needs to be released because that's not actual love. And once again, if you have been in a lot of toxic relationships or your family gave you conditional love, you're only loved if you were a good child, did what they wanted you to do, you were only loved if you acted a certain way, etc., etc. It totally makes sense that you would then transfer that in your life to, I can only give my heart to this if it's XYZ gonna stay forever or whatever's gonna happen. And you need to release yourself from that and love on a deeper level, which is, this moment is amazing. And like, I love this moment unconditionally. Not, I love this moment, but what about tomorrow? Now, the third message, and this is niche, I do feel like desire for a child for some of you. And I wanted to name this too, even though I don't feel it's the majority, but I want to just say, same thing for this, especially if you've had miscarriages before. I just feel this message for you of, yeah, I just feel like loss. So some of you could have had a bunch of miscarriages, loss in some way, or even like you were dating someone who had kids and then you considered them your kids and then you broke up, like whatever kind of loss. I'm feeling the same thing of like, I know how hard, God, the love of a child, I don't even know. All I have is fur animals, but I am beside myself grieving mother like when my cat passed in May. Oh my God. So I can't even imagine like human child, but you are being there's like kind of this message for you of, and this is for everybody, whatever pain you have had to walk through in this life, that depth of pain, once you sit with it and fully sit in it, turns into that deep of love. And you cannot love on a deep level unless you have walked that same pain path, unless you have felt that level of pain. You can't. And that is like, not to get on a tangent, but that's like the creation of this world is, cosmic energies came, colonized this place, took resources, the native Fae energies, distraught beyond measure. They had never understood anything but unity before this, and now there's this nefarious energy taking all this stuff and lying and cheating and swindling. But we needed that. Us native earth energies, we needed that because we sat in that pain and that pain ripped a hole in us really, really, really deep. We followed it down, and deep inside there, now look how big that space is to fill all that with love now. So that pain was needed to feel the depth of love that you can now feel, but you need to say yes. So that's, I feel, for everybody. Like, sit the deepest. I feel, okay, wait, let me stay with, I'm kind of off-roading now to like certain individuals. I want to stay with like a group message. Okay, so let pain be your guide. This is directly getting this from this bracelet. Let pain be your guide. Go where the pain goes. Go inside your body, go where the pain goes. Obviously, side note, if you're suffering from like PTSD, CPTSD, please do this with a licensed mental health professional. I trust you to know what you need. But sit with it. Go all the way down, sit with it, love the pain. Like, you don't have to love what happened, but acceptance of what happened, because it is what happened at the end of the day, right? And even if we don't understand it, what happened. So sit with it with love. I'm just getting like a message of, and then that deep of a well will turn to love and fill up your whole cup. And then you can love your next person, child, whatever it is, with like way deeper love than you had before, it only helps you to walk hand in hand with the pain that you've felt so that more love can come to you. I keep hearing it only helps you to sit with it. Okay. I have one more message for you. Let me feel this. So, the last group, I feel that the love coming for you is in the form of money. So either if you have a job and a boss and that all that stuff, all that stuff. Meanwhile, I'm doing my job in the bathroom. If you have like 9 to 5 or you have like a boss type of thing, I feel the message for you is you've worked really hard and it's been noticed. And like, that's why you're getting this. So again, it's like you worked really hard. It's not like you're like randomly blessed, right? So again, it's like, don't fear the loss of it. Like you earned it and it's coming. So I feel if you've been wondering about if you're going to get a promotion or like a better paying job, I'm getting like absolutely yes. And don't let any doubt cloud your mind at all. If you have your own business or you're freelance, something where you like need people to hire you again and again, basically, I'm getting, okay, this is kind of harsh, but it's from love. I'm getting, hold on, let me make sure this is right. Yeah, I'm getting, no one wants to hire someone who's nursing a, will you please choose me wound. And again, I mean that with so much love, and I also had to work on this with myself, so I get it. So the message is, it's coming for you. Money is coming for you. Absolutely, money is coming for you. If this is resonating with you, I am telling you absolutely. You need to be the person who can receive it. So a little different than the beginning of this message. When it comes to like people love, I feel everyone's like ready for it. With the money love, I feel like be someone that people want to spend money on. If I came here and I was like, oh, will you please do a reading? Okay, obviously I know you're not doing it this dramatic, but people are smart and they can feel. So if I came here and I brought the energy of, will someone please book a reading with me? Like, I really need people to book a reading with me. That's not the energy, you know? That's like, you might get bookings, but it'll be more like a pity booking or like, oh, let me help her out. She's down on her luck. I'll help her out. That's not what you want. You want people to be like, wow, like whatever that person's got, like I need some of it. You know, like when people email me to book a reading or like a lot of people email me to just be like, hey, like I'm thinking about booking. I don't know which one to do. They're not emailing me because they're like, oh, I want to support her. She seems nice. They're like, I saw your video. It spoke to me. I need a reading with you. So the certainty of you're the person I need a reading from, we need to do this, that's what you want. And you only attract that when you choose yourself in that way. So you need to know how powerful you are and what you provide. So whatever the service is or whatever it is, I need you to get a notebook right now and pause the video if you need to. I need you to answer the prompt. Do I truly believe that I'm worth this thing that I am selling? And am I worth this price? Is my thing worth this price? Is my thing worth it being sold out or like a wait list or whatever it is? Like, do I truly believe that, like, duh, of course, everyone needs this? Because that might seem delulu, but it's actually not, because you need to back yourself that much because no one else is going to do it. You got to back yourself with everything you got. Don't put out a product that you're like, is this good? You know what I mean? Or if you do, obviously you can be like, oh, it's at a discount because I don't know if it's good or not. You know, that's fine. But like with your whole chest, as the kids say, 10 toes down, you got to be like, this is good. What I've got to sell is good. And like, you're going to know it pretty soon. So there's nothing wrong with having self-doubt. That's human. There's nothing wrong with like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing? You know, that we all feel that. But you got to be able to hold, oh my gosh, like, what if no one buys, with Yeah, but why wouldn't they? Because, like, look what I got to offer, you know? So yeah, I'm feeling straddle the two. You don't need to like fake it till you make it. Like you don't need to do that. You can be honest with yourself that like I really want people to like pay me money. Like obviously, we all want people to pay us money. Otherwise, we can't do the dream job that we've given ourselves. Um, but it's got to be, man, I really hope people book with me or whatever with, and also like what I'm bringing to the table is like good stuff. And like I'm very confident in what I do. So both can exist in the same person. I'm getting one tiny little niche thing at the very tail end here. And the last message, I don't know who this is for. This feels like it's like one or two people. Um, I'm getting like, say yes to them. This is very niche. I feel like there's literally just a few of you that someone's chasing you, and I feel like you almost maybe have cringe with them I'm telling you, it's because they're so authentic. It's not because they're like a bad person. Listen, make your own decisions. Okay, don't be like, they ended up sucking and Mina told me, like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know who this is for, but like I'm getting this like, if they're cringe, it's probably because they're just being authentic. We're attracted to toxic people, unfortunately. Like this toxic, like I'm the shit, whatever. Like is very attractive to people, and people don't get cringe from that, and that's because our society is messed up. So I don't know. I'm getting like if there's anyone like relationship, friendship, whatever, and you're just like kind of like cringy to them, or they seem kind of like puppy dog. I'm getting like just know that that's probably from authenticity. And just think about it. Don't turn them away so soon. Just think you can still turn them away if you don't like it. That's fine. But I don't know. I'm getting like a last minute, and by the way, the person giving me this message is their passed on loved one. So take it with a grain of salt. But of course they're like, my Johnny is the best guy ever. You should date him. Okay. So how funny if the person's name's actually John or Johnny. Let me know if it is. Okay. You're so loved. You're so loved. These spirit guides are like, you're so loved. I need you to know that. Oh my God. You're so protected. You're so loved. You're so looked after. Like, please don't think anything else for even 1 second. Oh my God. All right. You can book a one-on-one with me in the comments or in the description box below. I love all of you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Leave a comment if it resonated with you, and send this to someone who needs to see or hear these messages. And yeah, maybe see you in another group. Otherwise, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Love ya. Hello, group 2. If you chose the, why am I suddenly blanking on the, it's been a long day with this kitten, man. This like Angelite bracelet. This is going to be your reading. I decided to wear the bracelets because they're speaking to me. Also, I feel called to say this to you. I didn't say this to the first group, interesting, but I feel called to say this to you. To finish this, I don't know where my clip-on one is, so that's why I'm doing this contraption. I'm feeling called to say to you that don't forget that the left receives and the right gives. So I wear it on my left to receive the messages. I don't know why. I'm feeling called to say that to you. I do feel with this group, the first thing I want to say, I do feel like you're called to powerful energy work, and I don't know if you're doing it to the level that you need to be. I feel like some of you, okay, I have to say, this group, I feel powerful, like witch, mage, priest, priestess, high priest, high priestess, whatever. Like, I feel like deep magic here. And I feel there are a lot of powerful healers. I feel a lot with the hands. I'm getting tingly hands. I feel like you working with Reiki, working just like healing with the hands. So if you've been thinking about Reiki, I would definitely get certified if I were you, because you have a knack for it. And or even like massage, or like there's healing with the hands. So if that resonates with you and you're already in that profession or wanna be, I'm getting like yes. And working more deeply with energy, you should really do it. So candle magic, ceremonial magic, more rituals, more like set out a table, like intentionally candle, incense, bowl of water, like, to represent all the elements, doing things, look things up, work with crystals, work with earth energy. I'm really sorry, I have cat hair like just everywhere. My whole life is cat. My veins, I actually don't have blood in my veins. It's just cat hair in liquid form. So yeah, I just feel powerful. I'm telling you, like witch, mage, like magician, just that level of stuff, like deep knowing. And I do feel like you've done a lot in your past lives with that. So if you access your Akashic record, I would definitely go visit those lifetimes and re-download the ceremonies and rituals you used to do back then. If you don't know how to do that, I do have an Akashic record level 1 course where you can be self-taught. Well, it's like, what do you call that? Self-study. So that'll be in the description. You can also do a one-on-one Akashic record reading with me. That'll also be in the description. But yeah, that's like, I really feel that. Hi, baby. Oh, talk about mage. Okay, so the second thing I want to say to you, so I'm telling you, you got to get deeper into the energy work in whatever way, like even your favorite creators, like find people who like teach about that, like all that stuff. The second thing I want to say, I feel you've done a really good job with inner child healing. And even if you're new to inner child healing, or maybe haven't done it in the way that other people do it, you might be like, oh, I haven't really done that. I'm getting like, but you have. Like, you just didn't realize that that's what you were doing. I just feel your inner child feels more at peace. And again, a bunch of people watching this, it's going to be different for everyone. So I want to just feel, I feel your inner child is peaceful and content, like literally like her, like the way that I'm like rubbing her cheeks and she's like, and just like purring. I feel your inner child like that. Your inner child just like calm, content. I feel your inner child in the womb. And if you do inner child work, then you know that you probably started out working with like your 16-year-old self or whatever, 20-year-old, whatever, older. And then you keep going down, back. Like now we're going to like 3-year-old, now we're going to 1-year-old, now we're going to like womb or beyond. When we get to womb and beyond, that's when you are working with the generational trauma at the base. And it's usually, that's nonverbal state in the womb and beyond, obviously. And so even like 1-year-old, like when you experience pain subconsciously and you are nonverbal at that time, then when you go back as an adult to feel it again, it's a different dance, right? It's not going to be the same way that you would heal a pain that happened when you were 12 or older or whatever. So with nonverbal, it is drawing, it's coloring, it's jumping in a puddle of mud and not caring if you get your shoes dirty. It's loving unconditionally. It's going to a concert and screaming your lungs out and jumping up and down and being alive. Like that is how your inner child feels safe at the youngest ages. And then I'm being told to say the youngest age is I get a good night's sleep and I feel safe, or like I feel safe in my body. I feel safe in my life. I feel safe with the people who are around me. So I feel you're on that journey. I feel like some of you are like, I'd like to feel that way, but like I don't yet. And I feel that too, but everyone's on like a different place in the path. But I'm telling you, I feel that. I feel you're on that path of like literally this. Like she's totally limp in my hand. She's known me for 3 days. But she trusts me. And this is a level of trust that you are destined, that you're walking the path to with Source. You don't need to trust 3D beings like this. You can. If you have people that you trust implicitly like this, that's amazing. That is amazing. But I'm getting for you, like, you can trust people like that, but the first place you need to trust on that level is with source. I'm reminiscing about a different pick a crystal or whatever version of it, the numbers I did, where the message was like, I feel you distrust that source provides, and that source that you can feel safe. And I don't know if you happen to see that one, but I'm feeling that energy in this one too. Like I'm just feeling, I feel a safety here. So if you feel it already, I'm getting good job. If you don't feel that yet, but you would like to, I'm getting like, you're well on the way. I keep seeing babies. Why do I keep seeing babies? So I do think inner child's one of them. Honestly, listen, this isn't for everyone. If you, babies came up in the last group too, interesting. If you're wanting a baby, I'm getting like, connect to their spirit, they're ready for you. I'm getting, okay, it's different for everybody. Let me just rattle off some things here. I'm getting they're ready for you. Like, do what you gotta do to make a baby. This is a child friendly. It's not, but you know what I'm talking about. Do the things. What are these children? What are the, who are the, well, who and what? Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a bunch of kid energies, literally like dancing around my head and like laughing and joking. Okay, so some of these want to be incarnated. So if it resonates with you, if you're trying to have a kid and maybe you've been struggling a little bit, I'm getting like work with them in ceremony. Like literally do a ceremony, light a candle, do a baby blue candle if you can, baby blue or white, have that in, or no, yeah, those two. Have that in front of you, have that lit, and then like have like baby items around you. You know, like I'm like a pacifier, like a bottle, or like one of those like things they chew on. I don't know, I don't have any babies, but like, you know, those little, I'm seeing like the plastic bracelet looking things that they like chew on. Just have things around to invoke child energy, and then like invite them. I'm literally gonna invite them. Like ceremony, yeah, I'm really getting that. Like bring them in. Even when you're doing the business to make the baby, if you know what I mean, do some magic then. You know, feel the openness like while you're doing that, while you're doing it, be like, okay, come. Come to me. Okay, that was rated R, but it had to be said. This is gonna be for like one or two people, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it's important. And sorry, this is like maybe a little dark for some people, but it's love. There are some of you here who lost a friend when you were kids, and their spirit is with you. And I'm not a medium, and I'm all I can do is like feel-ish. I always like to say, for me, it feels like someone's talking underwater to me. So like I can get the gist, but I can't get like, oh, your great grandfather said that you have his watch and it's a blue watch and like whatever. And they're like, whoa, that's right. Like I can't like get details like that. I can only get emotion. And so the emotion that I'm feeling is like, I am with you. You never lost me. So I'm getting some of these energies passed away when they were kids, and you knew them, and it's like you haven't lost me. I'm with you. Even though I'm reincarnating over and over again, where I exist, it's not like Earth, it's not like humans where you're just in one place. Like I'm in a human body, I'm in one place. They can be in a human body and like their spirit can also be with you at the same time. So I'm really getting that. I'm getting like, they're your spirit guide. Wow. That's so awesome. I mean, not awesome that they're not here with you, but That's got to feel good, hopefully, that they're with you. So I'm also getting to say, if you think that that's for you, it is. Don't second guess it. I felt some people being like, are you sure? Don't second guess it. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's so many baby things. There's so many child energy, Okay. I just want to say for this group, peace is your birthright, and it's coming for you. Whatever loss you've suffered, whatever, I wish you could see her. She's literally sleeping like this. And I feel that for you. I feel like peace. But I feel, let it in. Let it come. Let the peace come. So I don't know if you're fighting it or what you're doing, but let the peace come. I'm hearing it's the last step. It's the last step. Let it be here. Let it be here. There's nothing else you need to do. You need to be able to receive peace. Man, y'all have been through it. I can feel it. Y'all have been through it. The people who come to my readings are seriously the most powerful people, because whatever pain you've suffered is because that is the depth, the fullest depth of you that's meant to like come out fully. So whenever I feel someone's gone through a lot of pain, a lot of loss, I'm like, that's because you're a freaking powerhouse. Which doesn't feel like it in the moment, obviously. But yeah. So use that power in your rituals, in ceremony, in manifestation. This group, powerful manifestors. This group, powerful seers, powerful claircognizance, like a knowingness. Like you have deep intuitive ability. Do not doubt it. Do not doubt yourself. You're so close. And what I feel is when you've achieved a certain level of peace, like as soon as it truly clicked with me on a deep, deep level, on the deepest level, that source is always providing for me, even when I'm going through really hard times. It's because it's leading me to something. As soon as I understood that when I lose someone or something, or when like I'm in a lull period, or like something horrible is happening or whatever, I'm honoring it fully, because that's the depth of power that I'm descending into as well, you know, not to like diminish like the grief process. I mean, you have to go through the grief process, obviously, but I always feel the light of source. I feel the hand of source touching every aspect of my life all the time. And as soon as I started to like really allow myself to feel that, which was bravery to do that, you know, like it's really hard to do that. And when I was able to finally, my abilities just got so much more powerful, so powerful, to where now, like you see me all the time, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to say this is what I'm feeling, because I know it's for someone. I know it because I feel source within me all the time. And that message comes from source, and I never doubt source. Never. And I just feel that level of faith, that depth of trust and truth in you too. But you got to trust it, and you got to go for it. I'm seeing the Fool card. You got to go for it. You got to be brave and go for it, because it doesn't choose you, you choose it. Okay, that is the completion of the message. I love all of you so much. If you would like a one-on-one reading with me, please go to the description. I already plugged that like 5 times, but I just feel like I can feel your power, and I want to like tell you a million ceremonies and stuff if it resonates with you. So yeah, if you're called to that, go ahead and yeah, leave a comment if it resonated with you. Like the video, subscribe. I love all of you so much. Thanks for being here, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Group 3, hello. If you chose the Shanti Chakra bracelet, this is your reading. I explained this in the other groups already, but I don't know where my clip-on mic is, so this is what's going on. It's the mic bra today. But the baby is finally subdued. Thank everything in the heavens and everywhere else. Um, oh, she likes you. This group, I don't play favorites, but I have to say, this group is very special. Not that the other groups weren't special, but y'all have a different kind of energy, and I'm very excited to read for you because this kind of energy is my favorite. I love to read for everybody, obviously, but your energy is otherworldly. And what I mean by that is all of you have had ample past lives in other folds of Earth. So when I do Akashic Record readings for people, I frequently see that this iteration of Earth is not the only one. And that there are, what I'm saying is I'm feeling such a truth. You need to listen to this. So there are other iterations where it's a different type of society. Like, okay, like the Jetsons, and they're all like flying around and they're, flying cars and stuff. Like there's one iteration of Earth where like everyone's got flying cars and like all that stuff. There's one iteration of Earth where there's truly like magic coming up from the Earth and you can feel it, and everyone like wields magic the way in the superhero movies or whatever. Like there's so many, not exactly like that, but there's so many different iterations of Earth. Now, the second thing I want to say is that she was fast asleep for the other two readings, which the video was like 50 minutes or something. So she was like dead asleep for 50 minutes. The minute I start this reading, I didn't move. Like the minute I start this reading, she's awake and wants to play. I feel like that just goes to show like what kind of energy we have in this group. And so what I want to say about coming from a different fold of Earth is you will feel in this fold of Earth that like something, I want to say that's exactly right, like something's off. Like you're kind of off. You don't feel fully like, I don't want to say it like, oh, you're the chosen one, but like, something's off. Like this version of Earth is not complete for you. Like you feel like, okay, I'm here, but it doesn't feel quite, something's missing, something's different, something's not aligned, like whatever. So some part of you will feel that maybe a lot of other people are the same and you're very different frequency wise than those other people. And I think a lot of that can feel like that because we're dissociated. But I feel like the reason for the dissociation is because you just feel like you're a puzzle piece that is missing like the puzzle that it belongs to, kind of thing. So if that resonates with you, this is your reading. Honestly, if that doesn't super resonate with you, I'm getting this feeling of like, just stay and listen because it might click later, other things. But that is the tone for this. I'm really feeling your like earth fold magic really strong. And I've done a lot of Akashic Record readings with people from these folds, so I know that feeling. Okay, so what do I want to say to you based on this, the beginning of this? So the first thing I want to say is if you have felt that way, that's why, probably, or one of the reasons why. And people who come here from a different fold, it's because the fold that we're in now is like behind in some way, or it's missing something, and where you're from, you're bringing it. So I feel a message for you of like, do it the way you want to live your life the way you want to live it on your terms. Like break the status quo, break out of the mold of like what's culturally acceptable, or I'm getting a lot of like, you don't need to follow like cultural norms type of thing. Like I'm getting follow the laws, but you don't have to follow the like social conformity type things at all. Like be you and do you. I'm feeling a lot of you. I'm feeling like highly creative, highly innovative for a lot of you. I don't know how to describe this other than to say I can always feel the depth of people. Like I feel people like containers, and I can feel how big people are or small or whatever. And it doesn't have anything to do with like someone's better than the other. It's just sizes. Just like humans come in all shapes and sizes. Same with souls or energy containers. For you all, I feel there's an extreme depth, but not a depth. It can be like because you've gone through a lot of pain and so that's why you can feel deeply, but it's more than that for this group. I feel like the depth is because you're literally from somewhere else and that place is just deeper, has been through more. And so in this fold of earth, man, what do I want to say to you? You know what? This group is the first group where my deepest part of me is wanting to speak. Like the other two, I was like channeling as Mina. In this group, I'm feeling like, no, I need like my soul. Look at how like awake she is now. My soul depth wanting to speak to you. Okay, so let me do it. I feel like a kindredness, which is funny. That's so cool. So for you, your mission, okay, so this is about soul mission. For you, your mission in this life, it feels like the fullness of it is not going to be seen for a while. Like have patience, because we've got to get to a certain level in ascension. We've got to get to a certain place where we can even accept what you're giving, what you're providing. So I feel like a certain piece of what you're providing is like, it doesn't even exist yet. It doesn't even, like some piece doesn't exist yet, or like people don't know about a certain thing yet or whatever, you know? So part of it feels like have patience. I do feel some of you, though, are reinventing something that already exists or like bringing something deeper. So suddenly I'm getting this feeling of like, okay, for example, yoga. Let's say there's a ancient way to practice that maybe has been lost, or maybe, or sorry, not even from, because you're not from this fold. Like maybe in the fold that you're from, maybe it's not even called yoga, it's called something else. And there's a certain practice that you're supposed to bring through, right? So it's similar to what we do now, or like Reiki. For example, I've seen before people are drawn to Reiki, but it's not quite right. Like they're like, I feel like you can kind of do something else with this. So in that case, it's not technically Reiki, it's the thing, whatever it's called from where you're from. But so yeah, it's along those lines. Like we might have something similar, but you're kind of innovating it in some way, like adding something to it. And I can see how that would be difficult because a lot of these practices are rooted in ancient culture, obviously. And so you don't want to like desecrate that or disrespect it. So I'm just kind of getting like, it could be something else entirely, or like, I'm getting like, don't be afraid to like call it something else and like do your own thing and like I'm really feeling like bring your culture through, but your culture is like a different like realm of earth. So I'm getting to this like, don't be afraid to be the black sheep, because suddenly as I'm speaking, I'm getting like this panic of like, but what if people shame me? What if people say this about me? If that's resonating with you, I'm just getting like, are you acting in absolute love? Are you acting in absolute integrity? Then like, that's all you need. You know, as long as the intentions are pure and you're respecting people. I don't know. I'm kind of getting this like, if something's in you and it like needs to come out. I'm feeling that for a lot of you. Like I feel like I'm gonna pop. Like it needs to come out, but you're like, what needs to come out? Or maybe you are further along and you're like, I know what it is. I'm just kind of scared to do it, or I kind of whatever. Your mission is going to take a lot more meditation, intuitive trust. I feel for a lot of you, I feel an already existing practice, but you're bringing something deeper. I feel that for a lot of you. And it's going to help so many people. Don't even worry about it. That's what I'm getting. Wow. And I'm getting to like, don't be afraid to say where you got it from. Like, don't be afraid to be like, okay, like, yeah, lived in a different realm of earth and I'm bringing this through from that or wherever, Don't be afraid, because as ascension moves, people are more and more open to things that they weren't open to before. So that might have sounded freaky deaky 20 years ago, but people are open. I'm just getting, if it works for people, they're open to it. So if it's effective, then people are obviously going to be drawn to it, and just let the medicine come out of you. I'm feeling very self-critical right now. I'm feeling very I'm policing all my words and making sure that my words are correct. I'm wondering if that's you. I'm wondering if you have spent a lifetime. I'm wondering if, not everybody, but I'm wondering if you have some type of, okay, I'm not trying to diagnose anybody, but I know from personal experience and a bunch of friends of this same thing. If you're ADD, ADHD, ADHD, autistic, you spend a lifetime mirroring other people because you can feel how different you are and you're I don't want to be different. So how is this child acting? How is this person acting? Okay, let me robot conform to what's going on around here. I'm feeling a lot of that right now. So however you have mirrored other people or had to play the game in order to feel like you fit in, I'm just getting throw that away. Because your magic is so deep, so raw, so powerful. You're never going to fit in the way that you think you could. Your type of energy, and it's the same as mine. And I had to learn this, and I'm passing this down to you. There are certain of us, we're never going to fit in. We're never going to be palatable to the group. We're just not. I can't tell you how long. I wanted to be a doctor so bad. I wanted to be a brain surgeon for my whole life. And because I had unmedicated ADD, I simply could not sit down and read a textbook. And thank God I'm smart naturally, because I could get an A on the test just from remembering what the teacher had said in class, because I literally could not sit down and read more than one page. So I was just talking to my mom about how sometimes I still feel such grief because I was definitely smart enough. I just could not sit. And I'm just feeling for you, anyway, to get back on track. I'm just feeling you are at where you're at and you are who you are because that's the type of person you need to be to bring forth what you need to bring forth. And I know I'm probably saying that to myself right now too. But people like us who just, our brain is so different. We are neurodivergent, right? And we have beautiful minds, but we don't feel that way sometimes because it doesn't match the status quo and all of that. I promise you, if I go to a party and say I'm a brain surgeon, I'd have a lot more friends than going to a party and saying that I'm a psychic or that I'm intuitive coach or intuitive development coach or an Akashic record reader or whatever. It's better now, but it's still that's not going to be wow. I don't get that reaction. I get oh. In LA, it is different. In LA, it's oh my God, can I come see you? But I live in Wisconsin. It's a little different. So anyway, yeah, it's but this, I know I'm doing what I need to be doing. I still grieve not fitting in and not being palatable to people, but that's just part of it. So anyway, I had to say all of that to you. Okay. So I'm just feeling fully lean into freak mode. Be your full freak self. And you know what? To let it come, I feel a lot of you, it's still a little bit stifled. There's the masking is still masking and the mirroring and all of that. Do something weird as hell in public. I don't know if he's done anything weird. Sometimes I feel I talk about people and then I found out later they're a weirdo. So I don't know, Tim Ferriss, I don't know if he's a weirdo or not. He wasn't, nothing had come out back in the day when I was reading his books and stuff. But if something has come out now, I don't endorse anything. But I just remember in a podcast or in a book or something, him saying that to break out of like needing to fit in, he would just like be in a coffee shop and he would just like lay down on the ground. And people would be like, what are you doing? And be like walking around him and being like, what the heck? And I remember being like, that's brilliant. Because obviously laying down on the ground in a public space is not, people are going to be like, you're weird. No one's going to want to talk to you. And that is what we're going for, because that's a person who says, I'm good enough for me, so I don't care if anybody else likes me, you know? So don't be disruptive, obviously, but do something where you know for a fact it's not going to make you fit in, just to get comfortable with standing out. Because it's you anyway. I wouldn't be saying this to someone who that wasn't their frequency. Like, there are a lot of people whose frequency is very palatable to this world. Now, I don't think that's their maybe greatest self, but it's their current self, and they don't feel they're missing anything. I know a lot of people who do not feel they're missing anything. They've got their home and their husband or wife and their kids and their 9-to-5 job, and they feel so complete, and like there's no spiritual practice, there's no personal development, and they feel so complete, and that is amazing, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's not you. You are a complexity that this world probably doesn't even understand yet. Or that's definitely not like, smiled upon right now, and that's okay. That is okay, and that needs to be realized to the fullest. Okay, she's like, Mama. So, yeah. Okay, that's the completion. So, to recap, you need to let your freak flag fly. You need to go into your Akashic record if you're able to. Otherwise, come see me or do my self-guided Akashic record level 1 course. That'll all be in the description. And more meditation, more trusting intuition, feeling intuition, trusting it, so that whatever needs to come through can fully come through. Your soul mission will happen over time, but do what you can to like bring it out. And in the meantime, don't try to fit in anymore. Stand out, be a boss, have that boss energy come through, be flamboyant, be like, do things that are like weird on purpose to get yourself out of your comfort zone. Or like, one of my friends like went and did stand up to get out of their comfort zone, or do something that's like, oh my God, I would rather die. Or I would tell my clients like who are trying to find their person, like go hit on the hottest person ever. Go hit on someone that you're like, oh my God, I would die. I would never approach them. They're like too good looking. Go talk to them. Something where you're like, oh my God, I'm like, I'm definitely going for it right now. Like do something like that. Do something like that. I'm really excited for you. I'm really excited for you because I also walked this path and I reaped the rewards from walking that path. So I know how good it is. And I want you to do it too. Oh my God. Okay. Leave me a comment if this resonated with you. Like the video, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for being here and see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye. Say bye.